Men, let me hit you with a harsh truth right now, one that most guys refuse to hear. Women do not care what you do for them. You could give her your time, your money, your unwavering loyalty, and every ounce of effort you have. You could be the kindest, most consistent, most dependable man she's ever met, and it will still not be enough. Why? Because loyalty doesn't come from gratitude. It doesn't come from a ledger of good deeds. A woman won't stay faithful to your effort. She will only stay loyal to how you make her feel. That's the core currency in a relationship. Most men are stuck believing that love and commitment are rewards for providing security and stability. They confuse comfort with emotional connection. They overgive, they chase approval, and they end up losing their own sense of self, all while she quietly loses interest. You're left wondering, after everything I did for her, why did she still drift away? The problem is, you were trying to buy her loyalty, and the moment you try to buy it, you lose your power. In this deep dive, we are exposing the 7 truths about what women are truly loyal to. This isn't about blaming women. It's about giving men the psychological roadmap to stop failing the system. You need to understand that the deepest connection is inspired by your presence, your confidence, and your unshakable respect for yourself. Once you stop giving and start leading with genuine self-worth, everything changes. You stop chasing approval and start commanding respect. Let's break down the code. The fundamental flaw in the modern man's approach is confusing service with seduction. You're trying to win loyalty by being a provider, but you must first win it by being an inspirer. These 7 pillars dismantle the effort equals reward myth and establish a new foundation for lasting commitment. 1. The emotional compass. She's loyal to her emotions. Not your effort. The first and most difficult truth to accept is that a woman's loyalty is fundamentally driven by her emotional state, not by a logical assessment of your good deeds. You can be the perfect man on paper, financially stable, kind, reliable, and loyal. But if she doesn't feel a necessary emotional charge, her interest will inevitably fade. This isn't selfishness, it's emotional wiring. Women connect through feeling, and feeling is what governs attraction, respect, and long-term commitment. When she says she wants a good man, she's not just looking for a caretaker. She's looking for a man who makes her feel alive, safe, but also subtly challenged, understood, yet still intrigued. The mistake men make is feeding her comfort while starving her excitement. They become predictable, always available, and overly accommodating. This creates a state of emotional calm that leads to flatlining attraction. She feels secure, but she doesn't feel the necessary inner pull that makes her think about you when you're not around. Consider the reality: some women stay deeply attached to men who treat them unevenly. Why? Not because they enjoy pain, but because that dynamic generates intense emotion, fear, relief, validation, mystery. While that dynamic is toxic, it proves the power of emotional intensity over mere kindness. Your job as a high-value man isn't to constantly please her, it's to build emotional impact. That impact comes from being grounded, confident, self-possessed, and occasionally unpredictable. Not cold, but stable in your own rhythm. When she feels emotionally stirred, curiosity, admiration, desire, she invests deeply. If her emotions flatline, your effort is worthless. The decoded loyalty is a byproduct of emotional engagement. If she's not investing her feelings, your connection is running on fumes. Emotional comfort is not equivalent to emotional connection. Your action, mindset shift. Shift your focus from what can I do for her to what kind of energy am I projecting. Be the source of attraction and intrigue, not just the source of stability. Focus on your purpose and self-control, which naturally generates emotional impact. 2. The anchor. Respect triggers her loyalty more than love. Here is a truth that separates high-value men from frustrated nice guys. Women can love you and still leave you, but they will never stay loyal to a man they don't respect. Respect is the anchor of attraction. It's the invisible force that makes her look at you and think, this man is irreplaceable. You can flood a woman with attention, affection, and devotion, but if she senses weakness, emotional dependence, or a lack of self-direction, she loses respect. And once respect is gone, Love becomes merely a polite obligation or a comfortable habit that is easily abandoned when a man with stronger frame appears. Respect is not generated by dominance or controlling behavior. It's generated by self-respect. It comes from showing her that you value yourself enough to set and enforce clear boundaries. Walk away from disrespect. Lead your life with clear purpose and direction. A woman feels safe around a man she respects because he doesn't need her validation to feel complete. He is the master of his own emotional state. Most men mistakenly believe love is the anchor, but it's respect that prevents the ship from drifting. If she feels she can walk all over you, or that you've sacrificed your sense of self for her approval, her attraction will fade quietly, regardless of how much love you profess. The decode. Love without respect leads to contempt. Respect is earned when you maintain your standards, not to punish her, but to protect your own peace and identity. This signals deep internal strength. Your action mindset shift. Stop chasing her approval. Start prioritizing your boundaries. When she challenges your standards, hold your ground calmly. Your loyalty to yourself should be the most compelling thing she witnesses. Show her you can care deeply without losing yourself. That's when her loyalty begins to form from admiration, not obligation. 3. The predictability trap. Comfort doesn't equal connection. Many men believe the key to securing a woman is through creating an environment of maximum comfort. They confuse this emotional calm with deep connection. Comfort is emotional calm. Connection is emotional charge. You can make her feel safe, but if the relationship lacks tension, intrigue, or excitement, she will eventually drift, even if she feels guilty about it. When everything becomes perfectly predictable, the spark dies. Women naturally crave a balance between safety, which you provide, and emotional challenge, excitement, which is lost through over-giving. If she always knows exactly what you'll say, what you'll do, and how you'll react, the mystery fades. She starts missing that emotional roller coaster that made her feel alive in the beginning of the connection. This isn't an endorsement of playing games or being toxic. It means you must maintain your sharpness. Continue growing, pursue outside interests fiercely, and do not become emotionally dependent on her for your fulfillment. Maintain your own unique rhythm and frame. When she sees that your life remains compelling, that your energy is invested in purpose beyond her, she stays emotionally alert around you. She realizes you are a man of value who cannot be easily contained or owned. Women want emotional engagement, not just emotional safety. She might appreciate the man who makes her comfortable, but she will always chase the man who makes her feel something deep. The decode. Over-providing comfort leads to emotional stagnation. You must always retain a small element of unpredictability and challenge to keep her engaged. Your purpose is the source of that intrigue. Your actions mindset shift. Invest more into your life outside the relationship. Schedule you time that she cannot interrupt. Do not instantly agree to every demand. Keep your passion for your work and hobbies high. Force her to wonder, just slightly, about what you're doing and why you're so focused. Your primary goal is to feel fulfilled without her, making her presence an addition, not a necessity. 4. The emotional detector. She responds to your energy, not your words. You can say all the right things, follow every dating rule, and utter the perfect romantic phrases. But if your energy doesn't match your words, she won't believe you. Women are emotional detectors. They don't just listen, they feel. They pick up on your subtle tone, your physical presence, and the inherent stability of your energy. This subtle current tells her whether your words carry genuine confidence or underlying anxiety. If you tell her you're fine, but you're secretly anxious about her reply time, she feels the anxiety, not the calmness. If you tell her you're confident, but you're constantly trying too hard to prove it, she senses the performance, not the being. The most attractive men are grounded in calm, dominant masculine energy. They don't try to fill the space with chatter or explain themselves. They attract because their energy is stable, unshakable, and non-reactive. Your energy tells her what kind of man you truly are. If you are centered, unbothered, and composed under pressure, she feels secure and instinctively drawn in. But if you are reactive, emotionally volatile, or constantly seeking her approval. She subconsciously loses trust in your strength. The decode: a woman's loyalty connects to how your energy makes her feel. If your energy is steady and unshakable, she can relax into her feminine role and commit. If it's uncertain or performing, she'll subconsciously test you to see if you are really the man your words claim to be. Your action mindset shift: focus on your internal state. Practice emotional self-control. When she tests you or brings drama, respond with measured, non-reactive composure. Your goal is to be the calm center in the storm. Stop seeking her external validation. Find your validation in your internal integrity. 5. The investment principle. She's attracted to challenge, not control. The quickest way to kill desire is to remove the sense of challenge from the dynamic. When a man meets a woman and immediately pours out his full attention, affection, and future plans, he has made the connection too easy. He's removed the slow, emotional build, the sense of earning the commitment. At first, she loves the validation, but quickly she loses the thrill of the pursuit. Her emotions cool off because there is nothing left to explore, nothing left to win. Women are drawn to challenge not because they love games, but because challenge awakens their natural desire to invest. When she feels she is earning your attention, your respect, or your commitment, she values it more. This is the investment principle. People value what they work for. Men who move slowly, deliberately, and with an agenda beyond the woman create far more lasting attraction. They maintain emotional balance. They don't give everything at once. They let her come toward them, meet their energy, and feel like an active investor in the connection. If you give her everything on the first date, the next step is often a pullback. If you make her work gently to earn your time, she values that time exponentially more. The decode challenge isn't about manipulation. It's about respecting the value of your own time and attention. Slow movement equals high value. Rushing commitment communicates desperation and low frame. Your action, mindset shift, pace the relationship. Let her initiate conversations and plans sometimes. Match her effort, don't exceed it vastly. If she pulls away, lean back and focus on your purpose, referencing the previous section on silence. Maintain your own rhythm, and do not allow the relationship to hijack your life goals. 6. The self-reflection. She's loyal to how you make her feel about herself. This is the most subtle and profound truth. A woman is loyal to how you make her feel about herself when she's with you. While you're trying to impress her with your achievements, she is subconsciously asking, who do I become when I am around him? If your presence makes her feel more feminine and secure, confident and appreciated, alive and non-judged, she will keep coming back to you. You become the emotional space where she feels like the best version of herself. This becomes deeply addictive. The difference between validation and presence is key. Validation is constant, superficial praise, people-pleasing. Presence is the quality of your attention and energy. It's how you look at her, how you listen, and how you react when she's vulnerable. If she feels she has to defend herself, compete with your ego, or constantly prove her worth to you, she will slowly disconnect to protect her energy, no matter how much she likes you. Conversely, when she feels she can be soft and open around you, she associates that feeling of being cherished and understood with your presence. The decode: you are her emotional mirror. If the reflection is positive, safe, and powerful, she will seek it out. If the reflection makes her feel stressed, defensive, or unseen, she will seek refuge elsewhere. Your action mindset shift. Focus on being a grounded, non-judgmental presence. When she shares, listen to understand, not to fix or one-up. Lead with your grounded, masculine energy so she can relax into her feminine side. You don't need to constantly tell her she's beautiful. Your actions and energy must constantly remind her that she is. 7. The final command: stop trying to earn what should be naturally given. The moment a man starts trying to earn love or convince a woman of his worth, he loses power. Genuine attraction, connection, and loyalty are not rewards for good behavior. They are either inspired by your value or they are not. When you are constantly performing instead of being, she senses that you view her as the prize and yourself as the applicant. This energy of neediness quietly kills the attraction. no matter how kind, generous, or loyal you are. Trying too hard sends a signal of underlying insecurity that she cannot respect. Women respect men who move like their presence is already valuable. Not arrogant, but grounded. The kind of man who gives his best, but knows when enough is enough. He doesn't chase approval. He gives because it feels right, not because he is trying to secure an emotional paycheck. The hard truth: if you have to work endlessly to keep a woman's interest, she was never that interested in the first place. Real desire doesn't need convincing. Real loyalty doesn't need negotiation. When a woman truly feels a connection, she will invest back. She will initiate, she will make an effort, and she will match your energy. If she doesn't, she is showing you the truth. The decode is: stop begging for emotional crumbs and start expecting reciprocity. Your willingness to walk away when your value isn't matched is the single most powerful act of self-respect. Your action mindset shift: stop proving, stop persuading, stop overgiving. Start embodying your value. When you stand firm in your worth, you attract women who want to give, not women who make you earn what should come naturally. Your willingness to walk away is what resets the entire dynamic and commands respect. You now possess the uncomfortable, yet powerful truth: a woman's loyalty is not a response to your effort, it is a response to your emotional energy. You've learned that providing comfort is not the same as inspiring connection. You understand that she can love the comfort you give her, but she will only stay loyal to the man she respects. That respect is earned by your ability to maintain your frame, enforce your boundaries, and lead your life with unshakable purpose. Stop trying to buy her loyalty. Stop trying to earn what should be naturally given. When you overgive, you become the applicant, and you kill the emotional challenge necessary for lasting desire. The moment you shift your focus from "what can I do for her" to "who do I need to be for myself," that is the moment you reclaim your power. Your objective is not to chase her approval, but to embody your value. Lead with calm, grounded, masculine energy. If she matches your effort and respects your frame, you have a foundation for real connection. If she doesn't, your willingness to walk away shows her that your self-respect is non-negotiable. This is the ultimate transformation. You stop performing for love and start commanding respect effortlessly. Focus on your growth, solidify your presence, and watch how the dynamic is forced to follow.